Tesla Owners US, and here is my favorite Tesla technician, former Tesla Ranger.
Yep.
And he has the most experience in putting everything together, and we are here to show you a little cable. So when you buy for the Model Y $1,000 trailer hitch, this is what's not with it, and that is just a connector, and you need that in order to connect the trailer hitch controller. And this is the same one like for the Model X. We tested that actually in the service center there. It's cost $4.40. This takes $4.80 here, and this is not included, but you need that, and that's our tip. We're gonna install it now with the trailer controller. All right.
Hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side, our fears are done. All the good times just begun. We know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life.
So there are 4 wires here, and they are pre-soldered already. That's what we did yesterday when we noticed that the other wire is missing. We have to bring those 2 together and then heat shrink it also so that we can wire it within the car. Yeah, unfortunately, and you have to remember that the harness is not standardized from Tesla to the harness from a controller from a trailer, because the black and the white wire is plus and minus on a trailer.
Correct.
Which is not on that connector, but they at least have some information on it, brake switch, and what it is. They actually probably lasered it or printed it on it, and that's what we have to bring together.
Yeah.
So the only thing is matches is actually the blue. The other ones have to be wired differently, not according to the standard wire, so to the color there. 2 of the wires are soldered together, and then there's a shrink wrap to it. We do it under the. Yes, and then there's a little heater. We shrink it. That's supposed to be the best way to do that. You can also do it with hot air. Then we put a split loom around it so that it's being covered, so there's no scratching or wearing out when it's attached to something. Yeah, so what we want to do is that we want to put the brake controller on the right side of the driver's side footwell. We could pull the wiring through here, so we have to open that and then put it here on the side, and the controller, the switch and the display, you put it over here, and you have to make it so seamless as possible. Yeah, you have to take a couple of parts off here and then pull the panel on the side, and here and all the way down there is the connector, and there we connect that. Move it over here, put the controller on this side, and then the switch and the display comes on the top. Yeah. Now this panel is also turned off, and then we want to put the brake controller somewhere here, but there's nothing to mount on. We might have to build ourselves some brackets in order to mount the controller on. Yeah, I don't know, here or here, whatever. Yeah, I'm in the footwell here now, and we decided a little bit different. So first of all, there's nothing really to mount it on, and this is, I think, the heating and HVAC system. You can't mount it on this one. Can build an extra bracket on this one, and then we have some problems maybe with the wire. The wire might not be long enough, but here there's a possibility maybe on this side to mount it here. That is a footrest, or we have found a better way here to mount it in this section. So there's really a free section from here. It's not being used, and this is plastic here. where we can mount it to easily. And then here's the connector right away from here. And then we put the wires through here to the dash and then coming out here where we have the connection. Yeah, that's the ideal solution, we guess. So now first we dual taped it. So, and then put the box here in, and it's not in the way. Now we drop the screw, but here it is. Magnetic. It's magic. Okay. Now, the tech screws, right?
Yeah. Let's do that much. Let's go with this one first.
The upper one first.
Yeah.
I found the best solution. Instead of putting it here below, because there's no way you can tie something up there or can screw something down or on the body frame or something. What we are thinking is here was a nice space for that controller box, and we zip tie it, and it's really tight now, and we could put the wires through here, connector here, and then to the top. So there was one tiny problem, and it is with that electric brake force meter, which is this one. So basically what it does, it simulates a trailer. So you plug that piece in here, and then it simulates a trailer and also the functionality of the trailer. So currently the lights are on, the parking lights are on, so then it shows tail tag is on. You know, that's about here. Yeah, tail lights are on, so the trailer tail lights would be on as well. And then the ground integrity was there, that's the connection. What the funny thing is that it does not recognize the ECU, the trailer controller. And we couldn't figure it out, so I even called my wife and bring the Model X, and then we're going to test it there. And then we tested there, and then we pressed the manual brake controller to apply brakes on the trailer. And then this scale went up on those dots went up. So somehow it provided power to the electrical brakes, but somehow it did not provide, it did not do the feedback, to do the force for that. 12-volt auxiliary is also, the light is off. So basically 12-volt auxiliary is, there is a 12-volt auxiliary power on the connector there, so that you can power your trailer battery at the same time from your car. That is something what most of the people want when they're driving, that also the trailer, the 12-volt trailer, is being powered, especially when the refrigerator runs on 12 volt. And then they can power with the car from the 12-volt power of the car, also they can power the 12-volt battery of the trailer, and that takes care of some electricity, for example the refrigerator. That is not connected. That's not connected on the Model X or not on Model Y. So if you are pulling something, don't think that your car is supplying 12-volt energy to the trailer, because it doesn't, because that's what we figured. So the reverse lights, this is working fine, left turn, right turn, brake lights, all fine. But this brake status, that doesn't work. The only way to find out is really to take up the trailer and then try it with the trailer and see if the trailer does really brake. That's what we're going to do later, not right now. And that give us some thinking that maybe could also be this control device, that it really doesn't speak with the Model Y, but it did with the Model X. That was a strange thing. Okay, here comes the test. So what I did is, here's a brake controller there, and here is already the trailer being attached, that sign there. So I attached the trailer. What I want to do here is, I just want to driving back and forth. So I do not put the chains on. I just drive back and forth, and then I see if the brakes from the trailer work. So because it's difficult to come back in, it just only takes me basically 30 yards or 50 yards to go forward and then press the manual brakes or the brake and see if the brake controller reacts and the trailer is braking. You feel that in the car, and that's what we're going to try. Trailer storage, and I'm showing you here the left side where the controller is. So that's what I have to operate. The lights are on, the trailer light is on, and just let me move a little bit forward, coming forward, put gear in. Aha, we are in D. Okay, now we can go ahead. Ah, it works. Trailer brakes. Trailer brakes. Perfect. So it should also work when I do my regular. Going backwards now. Same direction. Yeah. And let's go one more time forward and then use the brakes of the car. You might not feel that so much. You have to adjust here on the brakes of the car. Yeah. This is minus. This is plus. So I kick it maximum in when I press the brakes of the car. Usually I don't have that so high. Okay, good. Let's try that with the brakes of the car. That looks good. Yeah, it's reacts. We are done. We say thank you to JJ with all of his experience. And yeah, it was a little problem, but we think this is a new thing for the Model Y, which does not apply for the Model X. And the only way to find out, and this is what I'm gonna do today probably, is I'm gonna pull the trailer and then apply the trailer brakes and see if it does brake. If it does not brake, something wrong with Tesla, right? With the connector in the back, or?
There could be something wrong with the controller, but
Yeah.
I'd be more so leaning towards the Model Y not
Yeah.
working.
Yeah. We find out, we'll keep you up to date. That's all. Thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. See you next time. Bye bye.